Every single year we do this. Same argument, same comment war. Team Samsung versus Team Apple. And somehow, it always feels bigger than just two phones. Now the Galaxy S26 Ultra is finally official, and the iPhone 17 Pro Max has already been out in the wild. Both cost more than $1,000. Both claim to be the absolute best. So the real question isn't which one is good. They're both good. The question is, which one actually gives you more in 2026? Let's start with the display, because this is where you stare 100% of the time. Both are massive, 6.9 inches. Both run adaptive 120 Hz refresh rates that can drop down to 1 Hz to save battery. Samsung is using a QHD Plus Dynamic AMOLED 2X panel. Apple sticks with its LTPO Super Retina XDR OLED. In terms of brightness, Apple technically wins. The iPhone 17 Pro Max pushes 3,000 nits peak, while the S26 Ultra hits 2,600. That 400 nit gap? In harsh sunlight, yeah, you'll notice it. But Samsung added something Apple simply doesn't have: privacy display. And this isn't a screen protector gimmick. It's built into the hardware using Samsung's Flex Magic Pixel tech. If someone's looking at your screen from the side, they basically see nothing usable. You can even set it to automatically kick in when typing passwords or opening certain apps. That's next level. Apple gives you anti-reflective coating and Ceramic Shield 2 for durability, which is great, but nothing even close on privacy. And while we're here, Samsung also quietly upgraded the panel to true 10-bit. So when you shoot 10-bit video, you can actually see those billion colors properly on the display. That's one of those spec sheet upgrades that sounds boring until you notice how smooth gradients and HDR footage look. Now performance. Both are running 3nm processors, but they live in completely different ecosystems. Samsung is using the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, a custom clocked version tuned specifically for the S26 Ultra. Samsung claims 19% faster CPU, 24% stronger GPU, and a 39% jump in NPU performance for AI tasks compared to last generation. That's a serious bump. And it's paired with a redesigned vapor chamber that's built to keep performance sustained instead of spiking and throttling. Apple's A19 Pro, though, has a reputation. It's consistently one of the fastest mobile chips available, and reports suggest up to 40% better sustained performance over its predecessor. Apple also added vapor chamber cooling this year. In daily use, both are ridiculous. Apps open instantly. Games run maxed out. Video editing feels smooth. The real difference is philosophy. Samsung throws that power at Galaxy AI features running everywhere in the background. Apple spreads Apple intelligence throughout iOS 26 in a more integrated, subtle way. Now cameras. And this is where things really split. Samsung goes big. 200-megapixel main sensor with a wide f1.4 aperture that pulls in way more light than previous Ultra models. Low light shots are cleaner, less noise, brighter without looking washed out. On video, it supports 4K at 120 frames per second in Pro mode and even 8K at 30 frames per second. It's also the first Galaxy to support APV, a pro-level codec designed for serious video workflows. Apple takes a different route. Triple 48-megapixel sensors across wide, ultra-wide, and telephoto. And the big change this year? The telephoto now reaches 8 times optical quality zoom. That jump from 5 times to 8 times is noticeable if you shoot concerts, wildlife, sports. Anything at distance. Apple also upgraded the front camera to 18 megapixels with center stage to keep you framed in video calls. Samsung stays at 12 megapixels up front. Both phones have powerful AI editing tools. Samsung's Photo Assist lets you rewrite parts of an image with text prompts, remove objects, fix backgrounds, even regenerate missing details. Apple has its own smart editing baked into iOS. The difference comes down to how aggressively you want AI to step in. Battery is almost identical on paper, 5,000 mAh on the S26 Ultra, 5,088 mAh on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple claims up to 39 hours of video playback. Real-world testing will tell the full story, but here's where Samsung clearly pulls ahead. Charging. 60 watts wired charging on the S26 Ultra, around 75% in about 30 minutes. The iPhone 17 Pro Max caps out at 25 watts wired, hitting roughly 50% in 20 minutes. If you're someone who constantly forgets to charge overnight, that difference matters. Price is interesting. The Galaxy S26 Ultra starts at $1,299 for 256 gigabytes. The iPhone 17 Pro Max starts at $1,199 for the same storage. So Samsung costs $100 more. Now here's the honest truth. If you're already deep into iOS, iMessage, AirDrop, Apple Watch, this phone probably won't pull you out. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is refined, powerful, and extremely consistent. But if you're on Android or you want the most feature-packed, experimental, do-everything slab of glass available right now, the Galaxy S26 Ultra feels like Samsung went all in. Privacy display, brighter lenses, faster charging, aggressive AI tools. It's not subtle, it's bold. This isn't about which phone is good. They're both excellent. It's about which philosophy you prefer. Controlled and polished, or powerful and feature-loaded? And honestly, for the first time in a while, this fight feels properly balanced. But specs only tell half the story. The real winner shows up in blind camera tests, long gaming sessions, battery drain challenges, the stuff you don't see on a spec sheet. And that's exactly what I'm testing next. So, what's your take on this? Which side are you on? The Samsung or the Apple? Which is better value for money for you? Share it down below in the comment section and I'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, take care.